Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of WITHERED. So let's continue the story. We had our date, but now, after some problems, like Lucia actually getting more and more dangerous, she went together with some crazy scientists from the past. So let's see how this will go from now on. Also, we may have one episode missing of WITHERED recently. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I don't know when this episode is up, but I've been like a very like I don't know, like basically I was into IO mood and I've recorded a lot of IO recently and I didn't felt like recording anything else, so I may have been late with this, but we'll see. Anyway, so my camera is like a little bit snowy on the top, so I'm going to fix this. Okay, let's go. Lucia disappeared. How? Where? Oh, so yeah, it's a little silent, I guess. So 1 second, I'm going to fix this, so it's going to be slightly louder probably. Maybe. I don't even know what sort of facility she's pulled into, and yet she disappeared. Did Gaia attack? Was she kidnapped? So it's unknown, okay. Yep, it escaped, so Gaia knows my face probably at this point. Yep, pretty much. Yep. So what? Now they think I'm part of Guardian too? Like, I care. They can come at me anytime. You had a problem with one dog. If like multiple come around you, yeah, not gonna well. I will grab them by collar and get them to spit out where they took her. Yeah. Damn it, damn it. Yeah. She's already right. Well, she's still fighting the infection, the poison. I think that she's awake in general. She still looks to be in the terrible shape. She lost a lot of strength. As she's now even talking for a short while, it's already tough on her. Even if she tells me to wait, I can't calm down. But if I stick my neck in, I might end up getting attacked by another of Gaia's monsters. Though I'm acting tough, if Messenger didn't show up in time, I'd be dead. Even just 5 seconds later at that would have been end of me. If I want to be able to do something for Lucia, then all I can do now is sit and wait, sit still and wait. I'm sure that Lucia has it even harder than I do right now. Okay. Okay, we're at HQ. Yep. Second in command, okay. Oh, fake assassination, huh? Shilon doesn't have any power, but if you were to lead the remnants of the old project, they could only spell danger. I mean, you thought they're dead, so they're probably underground doing stuff. Yeah, that's what's worrying me. That's what's very worrying. Next Generation Humanity Project is supposed to put its torchbearer to cryogenic sleep, completing its mission once they sent 1,000 years into the future. Okay. Yeah, that was a plan, like, from before. I thought, like, they would, like, to actually try to get, like, try to, like, kill someone or something, you know? Like, actually, like, fast, make the war end faster, basically. So, pretty much the same what Gaia wants at this point. Because, like, they felt like they're getting betrayed in the past. Or something. Okay. And who would sponsor such an utterly absurd delusion? No, this entire thing was insane from the beginning. They just found someone to sponsor it, which gave birth to Lucia. And just who would even guarantee that she would remain asleep for 1,000 years, and that she would wake up after all this time? All the amount of suffering stuffing her in a freezer for a waste disposal, and they kept talking big how great and noble it was.
ルチアちゃん、あんたの生きる世界はね、1000年後とかいうわけのわからない未来じゃないのよ。人はね、未来を生きるんじゃないの。今という現在を生きてるの。
True. Also, like I said, like that's kind of fucked up. Like you're trying to send a single person out into the future. Like this is like, what the fuck? Like there is going to be no one. What's the point of surviving?
それを生き抜く強さを思い出して、それを与えてくれる人間とあなたはようやく出会えたんでしょ。
Exactly. Remember Kotaro? No, back to Lucia. Large group descendant a spiral staircase into the underground facility with Brenda at helm. Because Lucia was made to wear a protective suit, her appearance stands out from the rest. Normally, protective suit is meant to protect its wearer from the outside. In her case, though, she's wearing it to oppose the reason.
どこですか？ガーディアンジャパンが70年
Nuclear shelter, okay.
核当時は東西冷戦の真っ只中で、核戦争による世界終末が目前のことと考えられ、世界各地のガーディアンは核戦争に備え、文明を未来に引き継ごう
Okay,
と、
sure.
世界各地にこうした秘密さながら現代の箱舟ね。
Sure. A space is cold and vast, filled with inorganic bare steel, frames jutting out everywhere. The ceiling is high, giving the impression of the domed stadium. This is place built to accommodate whatever was meant to be sent into the future, an underground ark. With nuclear warfare having become nothing more than a mirage, this long forgotten ark had lost its purpose. Containers are piled up everywhere in the room. These are filled with records and various models from the 70s in order to preserve the culture of the time for the future.
覚えてる？
Hmm? Brenda opens one of the containers, revealing its contents. In the container is a jet black mechanic's coffin. Its lid is still open.
睡眠装置。
Okay. So they really want to actually put her to sleep, okay.
完成していたんですか？未完成のまま終わったとばかり。
I mean, yeah, like I said, they're underground, like doing shady work, so maybe it's finished, but it may not work, you know? Like they have no proper, like, people, like, actually taking care of this.
ええ。私たちの作りかけの装置しかし、ジャパニーズは恐ろしいわね。
Okay.
その装置をだいぶ古いから調整と改造が必要だけど。
Sure.
に問題はないから。
I kinda still don't trust that device.
今度こそ。私たちはあなたのあるべき。
Promised land.
正しい世界。
This is so fucked up. Like I say, like, what's the point of surviving if you are the only one? Like, what the hell?
この向こうに。
The cryogenic's sleep chamber is not only going to send her 1,000 years into the future, the device itself functions as a small isolation chamber, keeping her own toxins from leaking out. In other words, the black coffin is the only place in the world that will let her sleep without ever troubling anyone.
横になってみる？
Lucia is wearing her protective suit, so she can't lie down inside the machine. However, once she does, the next time she wakes up, she can finally be in the world with the meaning. A world where she can exist for the purpose that only she can fulfill. Meaning what? Like, what is supposed to be your purpose if you are the only one alive in the future? Just exist? Like what? Like, your purpose is going to be sit on the sand? Or what? As she does that, she will no longer trouble anyone in this world. Without leaving marks on anyone, without making anything wild, and without causing anyone to die. There won't be sunflowers that will wield either, no goldfish that can die. She won't be leaving any purple marks on her caretaker. No one will be flailing around, oozing pus from their wounds. Tears come down Lucia's face as she weeps. I get it that she, like, doesn't want, like, these things to happen in the present and stuff. But calling, like, the future your purpose? I don't know, like, that's kind of weak for me, you know? This is kind of like, huh? Like Lucia, like she brainwashed. But she weeps out of not out of sadness. Finally, she arrived at the place she had to return to, a single sense of accomplishment wells up within her, manifesting in her tears. What Lucia truly wanted was not sympathy. She wanted meaning, a reason to live. When the mere act of living threatens the lives of everyone around her, this is all she wanted. Her heart was broken and hurting. She would follow anyone who would give her that meaning, even if it were the devil himself. But to her, there would be no devil. There would be an angel, God's own messenger.
私たちはあなたのベッドの調整を、そしてあなたには
Meanwhile, okay, so there is still a mission, okay. So there is something else, actually.
ブレンダ司祭、何でもお命じを。この花ルチャは何その末に
God damn it.
千年の孤独でも非業のただ私に生まれてきたこと。
I don't like this. I really don't like how Lucia character developed, actually. I know from where she's like coming from, but this is so close-minded. On the other hand, yeah, like that's like a shit of trauma to deal with. I don't know. I'm kind of torn about this. Lucia stands at attention when salting. She was hurt and she can't close her own wound. For her, being told that she is needed is what the most important to her. Kotaro pledged that he would never leave Lucia alone. He always gave something to her. However, he never asked for anything from her. For some reason, that pains Lucia. For though she needs Kotaro, Kotaro doesn't need Lucia in return. God damn it. You dump. At some point, Lucia realized that it was the only one-way street. That for Tennochi Kotaro Konohana Lucia is not someone that he truly needs. You are so... God damn it. But Brenda and the others needs Lucia. They're telling her that they have a mission that only she can accomplish. For the wounded Lucia, it is not Kotaro words, but Brenda's that can help close the rift in heart. Like, they're going to say, like, yeah, go and just, like, annihilate the, like, Guardians HQ or something. For, like, them, like, stopping our project. Or whatever. Can understand those feelings. Would you rather be a subject of pity? I can't bear it. Even if it's the devil himself. I want someone to tell me that they needed me. I just want them to say to me, I need you. That's all. They're not going to tell me what's the order, huh? This is definitely some kind of like assassination order, 100%. She's like, yeah, go and just like take a stroll around the HQ or something. Since then, I've been visiting Shizuru in the hospital every day. Slowly but surely, she's been getting better. There's one and only silver lining in this whole mess. We still haven't found Lucia whereabouts. Summer slanging remnants of heat are already long gone. That is the reason that flips-flops between pleasantly cool and harsh chill. Though I seem she could at school, she dodges the question whenever I ask her about Lucia. Yeah, okay. She doesn't want to tell him that she's with people that made her who she is right now. Like, Kotaro would be like losing his mind now. It's just like try to find them in like any means necessary, basically. Like he will put himself in danger. At school, she's no more than my teacher. I suppose anything else goes against our house rules. At first, everyone in class was pretty worried about Lucia's extended leave of absence. She's been absent since that whole incident. A bunch of ferocious wild animals appeared all over the city and killed a lot of people. Everyone had been whispering among themselves that she might be caught in that incident and killed. Of course, if she were dead, then she wouldn't have to keep being marked absent. That being the case, then she's still alive, either skipping school or out sick. Either way, as long as she's alive, then there's no problems. With that sort of logic, bit by bit, everyone stopped worrying about Lucia. To begin with, she never had any friends or allies anyway. Eventually, they gotten used to Lucia's seat being empty, and the topic just disappeared from their minds altogether. Kotor was anxious about Lucia at first too, but maybe she just gotten so worried that she got depressed. Also, Kotori is still with us here. Huh. I mean, like, yeah, like, people did not disappear in this road, actually. Like, to fight Guardians versus... So, like, the dragon thing in the forest never happened, actually, because we never went to the forest. So they have, like, no reason... So, Gaia and Guardian never found out, like, each other's sides, and they're still, like, in one school. Is that what's happening? I think that's what's happening. The problem is, Gaia knows Kotaro is, like, part of Guardian now, though. Also, they knew about Lucia. So, I guess they know at least some of them. And Shizuru too. Yeah, okay, never mind. Maybe I'm mistaken. But anyway, they don't know Kotori. Kotori is like the most neutral one. These days, she looks absolutely exhausted, staring at the floor and letting out a long deep sighs. She doesn't look like she's willing to talk about it either. In the midst of all, the one who is most worried about Lucia is Chihaya. Aww. Did I ever have a tagline like that? Nowadays, I'm just troublemaker, taking advantage of the class rep absence to break all the rules. Okay. What makes you say that? Huh. Okay. That's smarter than deduction from me than I expected. Huh. Damn. Chihaya's being smart to this road, holy crap. You'd be right in a way. If there is something I could do, I'd already be doing this. It's because I can't do anything about it that I'm zoning out here. Uh-huh. How much do you know about the attacks? I mean, you are from Gaia, so you should know that your organization attacked Lucia, right? Are you playing dumb here? Or you're literally like that off-brand that you don't know? I mean, she was never like any of main forces or anything. She's like a secret weapon basically with Sakuya. Not really in public or everything. Even if everyone found out, it would be a new topic for gossip. Also, it's possible that they just knew. Actually, they were in Lucia's place before. Okay, never mind. Hearing Chihaya say that so firmly feels a little nice. Well, she probably got hurt and had her evacuated in the hospital. Maybe. Damn, you're really sharp, you know that? I haven't even said anything and you just keep going? Yeah? Seems like she'll be in the hospital for a while, but she'll be back for sure. Okay. Even if she's in the hospital? Okay, yeah, so she's aware of like... I mean, come on, she's from Gaia, so yeah, she's aware that stuff is happening, so being in hospital may make her like less of a target, basically, because she's out of the trouble from here. That's what she indicates here, I think. You sure say some weird things, I don't get it. I was chasing up the pretty juicy scoop of the supernatural. I made it a lot of headway into it and all, but I totally dropped it in the interview stage. I basically just threw everything out the window. So during the festival, I'll probably just go to the school half out of it and come up with some lame-ass topic or whatever. It's fine too, right? Instead of mingling some cramped festival, going to an empty school sounds way more exciting.
それいいですね。そうした方がいいと思います。
Yeah, they're definitely going to attack the Harvest Festival or something. Well, that's a letdown. I thought you would lambaste me for being apathetic. What about you, Chihaya?
私は仲間とフィールドワーク
Yeah.
しますので。
Okay. You are going to be one of the main forces there. The ORS?
いいえ、それとは別の関係の。
Yeah. Is that so? Isn't that great? You managed to join a group of others that you can consider your friends and all. And so soon too.
まあ、
Yeah.
いろいろありまして。私も
The Beers of the Feather then. Would have been better if you just made friends with her.
そうですね。その機会が。
ほら、いつまで突っ立ってんだ。着席しろ。
Well, at least in class there's no order. Nobody even bothered to go back to their seats until the teacher shouted at the class. I checked my phone. There's no notification. For calls or messages, nothing. Lucia, I know you took your phone and charger with you when you disappeared. Why have you left your phone off? You could call me or I could call you. Just please turn your phone on, Lucia. Yeah.
こ
Let's
んに
see.
ちは。お昼のニュースです。最初のニュースはいよいよ明日より始まります風祭り市収穫祭からです。
Oh my god, are they like... Actually, I never thought about this.
レポーターがお送りします。
It's like her like mission is going to like go to Harvest Festival basically. Without suppressants and anything. Oh my god. Like they're going to like use her as the weapon against Gaia basically. They like anticipate that Gaia is going to attack and they're just like, oh yeah, just go to Harvest Festival, you know? Like yeah, some innocent people will die, but you know, hey, you have purpose now.
はい、
That's so fucked up.
今日は風祭り市に来ております。風祭り市収穫祭の最大のポイントはエコロジーであること。会場のあちらこちらにそのためのさまざまな工夫を見る。
Despite Kotaro's indifference, the city has already finished preparations for the Harvest Festival. There are variety of relevant infographic posts to raise awareness on ecological issues, as well as the announcements of cutting-edge environmental technologies. However, the most of Kazamatsuri citizenry, what is most important is that this is the biggest festival of the year that they can enjoy themselves in. The whole city is a booze, growing more and more lively. And the other. Okay, who's writing? Okay, probably the Brenda or something. To my dearest Mr. Shikuju, let me get straight to the point. You win. Okay, interesting. Those pumpkin heads at the very top still refuse to admit that they've been dancing to Gaia's tune this entire time. My good friend at the DAA has just sent me this newest intel. It's attached to this mail. You don't have to force yourself to read it. Just several dozen pages proving that your documents and guesses were right on the money. Oh, okay, so this is just someone from like UK or something. Okay. About this like fake like key spottings or something. Gaia X Day is, as you guessed, Ksamatsuri Festival. It's likely that on the last day, when the festival reaches its climax, they will use their favorite monsters to start huge panic. The DA has already counted over 100 summoners hiding in Kazamatsuri. Over 100 of those creatures are going to swarm the streets and cover the skies. Pretty much the end of the world. It looks like Gaia wants to turn this year festival into their own kind of finale. I can't even imagine the scope of chaos it's going to cause. All public services are going to be paralyzed. It will be far too late for Guardian Japan to respond. Or all the other dioceses to send in support. By the time all those thunderheads admit you were right all along, the key will already be in Gaia's hand, having a sushi bar party or something. I'm really sorry for that I can't be any of help. If I can get the chance to visit Japan, do take me to that place that you keep telling me about. James Soto, okay? After reading the email in its entirety, Nishikuji grimaces. if I ever get a chance to visit Japan, huh? The world is on the brink of destruction here. The Earth Festival is tomorrow. Guardian Japan has absolutely zero fighting capability. I'm continuing to request support from other countries, but it looks hopeless. We always leave the rough stuff to the other countries and keep trying to sell everything with money. But now, we are the ones who have to pay our country's tab. I've scoured up and regrouped with as much as our capable fighting force as possible. I lost a lot of trustworthy subordinates in Gaia attack. The only one who can feel in that gaping hole are a bunch of ragged mercenaries. I swear, if I could just down my sorrows in alcohol all day, the fate of the world can just sort itself out while I get plastered.
そういうわけにもいかないわね。
Despite all odds, we have to become the Earth's shield and spear. That's our pledge as the members of Guardian. Nishikujo Podlesi opened the files attached to the email. Or the 7 attached files. Only the last of the 7 attached files, only the last one is compressed with a strange encryption, resulting in garbled gibberish, okay? The compression is the first grade, top secret, the sort of file that would never just get attached to emails. Even trying to open it requires a password.
訪れる機会があったらぜひ
That's the password, huh? I guess. The Shikuju types out the name of the sushi bar that she told him about some time ago. She keys in all sorts of romantic equivalents for the store name, cracking the password. The file name reads run. Cryptic. Run would normally refer to execute a computer program, but this is a plain text file. There's no programs to run on it. In the text file is an even more cryptic short sequence of letters and numbers. Wall 304, okay.
暗号ごっこ
Interesting.
ジェームスめ緑茶に砂糖入れたのまだ恨んでるのね
What is Wall and 304? World Airlines? So World Airlines Flight 304? After looking it up on the internet, it looks to be a New York to Narita flight arriving at midnight. Someone related to Guardian on a flight from New York? The next day, Nishikuju received communication from headquarters that she will have a guest coming. Okay. A cardinal registered with Guardian was invited to the Harvest Festival as a guest of honor by its coordinators. Headquarters has taken a strong interest in environmental issues lately. It has become customary for them to send guests to international events having to do with the environment. Therefore, this visit is not directly related to the mission of Nishikuju and others. The visiting cardinal also has no connections with Guardian's darker side and is unaware of Nishikuju's mission. His visit is only to give a rousing speech for a few minutes. But what if? What if headquarters is actually aware of the situation and had sent over the envoy who knows of the group's dark side? Part of Nishikuju hope that's the case. She types away at the keyboard at a frightening pace, searching all over. There's no doubting it now. Cardinal Bertolini is arriving at Narita at World Lines Flight 304 late tonight. The flight is 12 hours long. He's probably already on the port above the Pacific Ocean. Okay. So how important is this guy going to be? Like, what is he supposed to do here? For just a moment, something flashes in her mind. The worst case scenario. To confirm her suspicions, she makes a call to Tokyo Command Center.
西九条です風祭り市収穫祭へ参加されるベル
ご登壇は予定通りです。
Okay.
明日の収穫祭のワールドエコロジーフェスタ式典に登壇され、その後すぐに帰国されます。枢機卿の登壇は16時の予定です。
明日の予定はそうでしょうね今日の予定は
若干の変更が、先方のミスがあり、予定されていた便をキャンセルされたようです。
Okay.
現在、新しい便が手配済みで、成田到着は明日の昼頃になるようです。
Tomorrow.
それに伴い、要人との
304便に乗らなかった
はい、ガーディアン USA 側の手配
Suddenly Nishikuju understands everything from the message. The Canada flight was cancelled due to a mistake.
走れじゃないわ逃げろね
Okay, yeah.
はい。
枢
What?
機卿秘書官か反町司教補佐を呼び出して 優先度最上。親の葬式でも呼び戻して。
優先度最上。了解。
ベルトリーニ卿は多分突然の健康上の理由で次の便もキャンセルするでし
So
ょう。
he's already dead,
間違いな
probably.
いな。
Okay.
総本部は裏で何かを手配してる。方法は不明。
Or that, okay.
ガイアをまとめて始末する何かだわ。風祭り仕事吹き飛ばすつもりよ。
Okay, yeah, so I was right about Lucia. So headquarters actually, so I did not expect that actually headquarters to collaborate with the crazy scientists that they shut down before. But it seems like it's the case. Like they're going to use Lucia to basically erase everyone on the Kazamatsuri. They're going to like use her as a nuke.
久しぶりだな西九条。今メモを読んでる。クソったれな話。
CIA ジェームス・オット。
実は俺のところにもさっき SIS の友人から米軍の戦略源泉の一隻が実戦態勢今から10時間前の話だ。目標は不明。そもそもこの情報のリークの意味も不明。
聞きたくないけど搭載弾頭は
SLBM セプテントリオン C2。
Whatever that means.
今流行りのクラスター核弾頭ってやつだ。
Okay.
環境汚染を最小限に抑えつつ
Okay.
攻撃する。どうやら米軍は風祭りの収穫祭で。
なんてこと。米軍は核で風
Damn.
仕事鍵を。
我々が鍵を抑えられなきゃそうなるって。
Damn. Okay. So maybe not Lucia. Maybe they're not actually collaborating.
連中にハったりはない。鍵の確保はもはや秒読み段階と見て間違いない。
その厳選の24時間待機というのは20
即応体制の意味だろう。いくら米軍でも核弾頭を同盟国に口実なく撃ち。
口実待ちということね。
もしガイアが風祭りで大規模行動に出たら。
Pretty much, yeah. And everyone, I guess, knows already when the attack is happening.
風祭りの戦力ではそれを未然に防ぐのは不可能。
Pretty much, yeah.
その増援を私は数ヶ月前から要望してるわ。
それについては朗報がある。数機教団に話が通り、豪州教区が特殊部隊を派遣してくれることに。24時間後に特一との交
24 hours is a lot of time. No, that's too slow.
72時間後には
That's also too slow.
SDF の出動だが、ガイアの耳にもそれは入っているだろう。24時間。
核弾頭の件をガイアにリークかな。
That's actually a smart move. Like, hey, if we start attacking now, then you get nuked. That's bad. Yeah, that's actually a smart idea.
非公式チャンネルを通じて可能だ。
Smart idea.
揺さぶりをかければ、ひょっとすると奴らも派手な行動を躊
Yeah.
躇するかも。
Yeah, good. Okay, I like this. According to Gaia's scriptures, the key is supposed to restore the world by singing the song of destruction. In other words, even after making contact with the key, they still need a period of time. They would want to avoid anything that could ruin their plans. That means they could hold back from the big flash operation in the open and shift directions to securing the key behind the scenes. If they do that, there won't be any excuses to bring out the nukes, and we can buy time for the reinforcements to arrive. After that, we'll have to conduct our combat operations and in secret. But that's exactly what we wanted in the first place anyway.
撃ちさえしなければ米軍万歳だね。
一つだけ気がかりがある。
Yeah,
例のブレンダ
about that.
ブレンダはプロジェクトの残党を集め、風祭り近郊に潜伏しているのは間違いない。
Uh-huh.
プロジェクトを生き残った例の少女。ルチアの誘拐
Yeah.
を初めから画策していたのだろう。
Maybe they still want to try use her on Kazamatsuri Festival. Like anyway, like they are not aware of the nukes, but they still want to use her
彼らはガーディアン
a
の
separate thing. For whatever reasons.
すでに除籍されているが、
As a vengeance, I guess. I don't see any reason, other reasons for this.
ガイアから見ればプロジェクトの連中も私たちも同じガーディ。
そういうことだ。しかしブレンダたちは彼らという不確定要素がガイアと何らかの化学反応を
Uh-huh.
予期。
ブレンダが余計なことをしてそれをガイアが挑発と受け取れば彼らはリークを張ったりだと思うでしょうね。
Yeah.
そうすれば全面戦争を
そういうことだ。化け物の群れが世界中のテレビに流れるだろう。その上セプテントリオンは最新のステルス巡航ミサイルだ。 世界は米軍の
Damn.
攻撃におそらくガイアの核テロというカバーストーリーで国際世論を誘導できるつもり。
Well, that's fucked up.
素敵すぎて涙が出るわ。こっちでもブレンダの行方は追ってる。でも
十数人からの外国人グループだ。そして彼らの機材を置ける十分なスペースとにもかかわらず我々が知りかねていてにもかかわらず。
ありがとう。今心当たりが浮かんだわ。
Okay.
すぐに調べてみる。
Let's see if you can find
好
them.
みを捨て、盾となり槍とならん。
盾となり槍とならん。
Nishikocho hangs up the phone and breathes a long, deep sigh. She leans back against the chair and stares up at the ceiling.
鍵のガイア、プロジェクトの核弾頭。
Yeah.
今年の収穫祭。
With the key descending upon us now, what kind of judgment will it render on humanity? Guilty, I guess. Nishikochi jolts upwards and makes a call on the extension landline.
私よ。70年代の例の計画、箱舟計画をし、
Okay, yeah. So, good hunch, okay.
莫大な予算を浪費して世界中に核シェルターという名の大穴を掘っただけに終わった非難合々の黒歴史をね。
Guidance has always been worried about the end of the world and practically does anything it can to resist it. With the scare of the thermonuclear war in the 70s, the organization created nuclear bunkers in absolute secret. And now the fear of environmental collapse it created this future being called Lucia. Nothing has changed with Guardian since then. Shouldn't we be dealing with the real reasons for the Earth and humanity's collapse? The organization is always panicking, going the wrong way, assuming that Earth really will come to an end.
本当に私はバカだわ。呆れるわ。
The Next Generation Community Project plans to put their finished project Lucia to sleep for the 1,000 years to send her to the future. But that means they need a place to keep her safe for those 1,000 years. They formed Project Terrarium to choose a place for that. They had access to information on secret shelters. Okay, makes sense. They already know about the secret shelter location near Kazamatsuri.
ええ、それよ。箱舟計画。風祭りの近郊にその計画があった可能性は？近郊に放置された核シェルターがあったりするんじゃない？大至急よ。文書庫制圧と金庫破壊を許可するわ。調べて。
Okay.
ブレンダ・マクファーデンとその一味はそこに潜伏している。
When nerves are at all the time high, with having humanity and God's messenger at the odds with each other, a bunch of mad scientists are up to not good. Are they secretly trying to put Lucia to sleep in ice? Yeah, but not before ordering her to do something, apparently. I'm not going to let any of you lunatics treat her like the plaything any more than you already have. Okay. And the Harvest Festival is tomorrow, huh? Okay, that's been cut. As you can see, I look a little bit different because my ears started to hurt the other day, and I can like pretty much hear nothing on this one. And yeah, kinda sick. So my ears are not dying from audio anymore, but I can barely hear anything, even myself. So yeah, anyway, let's just continue. The Harvest Festival is tomorrow. It's the eve of the event, so technically the festivities have already gotten started. The classroom's lively mood is reminiscent of the last day of classes before summer vacation. It's been completely out of it since that day though. Kotori hasn't looked away from the floor for the past few days, and now she isn't even here today, she's absent. Okay, yeah, she also detects that something is going to happen. She has absent too, obviously. Kotori hasn't looked well lately, so I can understand if she decided to rest. But I can imagine she high out skip school too. Yeah, in Kotori like situation, basically she realized that Gaia or Guardian are on the key, because she doesn't know really who is where and with who. Just people want to get this. And she's tired, as we know, from protecting the key. I head to the ORS club room, my head still in the clouds. Everything began from one submission, this postbox. Well, that's strange, she isn't here. So it takes me a moment to realize that Akana is also absent today. Wow, took you a while to actually try and talk to Akana. First time in like, what, a month? And both Shizuru and Lucia have been absent this whole time. There isn't anyone left at this point. I wanted to put together a crazy group of friends so we could all mess up around and have fun. But now it's all gone, everything disappeared, like foam on the water surface. Fleeting. Tanji Kotaro will never let Konoha and Lucia be alone. Don't kid yourself. It's exact opposite. Now I'm the one who's alone. Thinking back on it, maybe I always kept making a ruckus because I didn't want to realize how alone I was. I wonder how Lucia's doing. Today, I'll be paying a visit to Shizuru in the hospital, still holding on the hope that we'll get some good news today. Yeah, news about nukes and stuff. Ow. My leg also hurt. Oh, god damn it, this is a bad day. I used to bump into Miss Nishikuju often during my visits. She's apparently been busy lately, so I haven't met her in a while. I'm also completely in the dark on the whereabouts of those who kidnapped Lucia and the progress on the investigation about them. Homeroom finishes a little past noon, and it's time for us to go home. After all my classmates are ecstatic with Harvest Festival week around the corner. I'm the only one left out of all the excitement. Breathing a deep sigh, I step out in the school gates. Students dash past on me either side with smiles on their faces, eager to get a glimpse on the festival grounds, or perhaps they have planned to hang out elsewhere. It feels as if everyone leaving in the dust, like they're all going somewhere that I don't know about. Where are you guys going? Where did you guys go? Could someone please stop and look over here? Tell me that we can go together. Suddenly? Okay. I guess the flow of students disappearing into the light that lies beyond the school gates. I see a silhouette of someone waiting for me. Okay.
Kotaro.
Okay, suspicious. I mean, if my hunch is correct, they want to use Lucia to like assassinate people and stuff. Because like, if you think about this, if she's out like this, she's already dangerous to the environment. Especially if she's like not taking suppressants anymore or they stop working. As cliched as a phrase is, if this is a dream, don't wake me up. Well then, what other apologies can I draw? There's nothing else for me to compare to. Even that's just how I feel, pure and simple. Also, she's not wearing gloves in school. You can clearly see something's wrong. Lucia. If she really was just an illusion, she wouldn't have replied to me. That's why those words of hers alone are enough to make me cry. Why didn't you pick up? You know what? Forget it, I don't care. Thank God you're back, you're finally back. Despite the tongues of students leaving school, I make no effort to hide my tears as I embrace Lucia. Who cares if someone sees me? The thought doesn't even cross my mind. If I don't hug her now, it feels like she will fade away into mist. Yeah. See, Lucia? Kotaro needs you. You are wrong. I embrace her to show that I will never let her go again. Well, I'm embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed one bit. Expressing how I feel right now through something as indirect as words is even more embarrassing. Instead, I convey the strength of my emotions with how tightly I embrace her before letting go. Lucia, royal gloves. I'm not buying this. I mean, technically, if you really follow orders, and they said like, yeah, just go and just, you know, just kill people, then yeah, like you don't need them technically, so you are not lying. I don't think that's the case, to be honest. I really don't think. I'm not believing this. I'm not buying this actually. Really? So they managed to make a new Super Sense? Actually, wait. Weren't you abducted by a bunch of craziness? Where are they?
高度な研究機関に移って新しい抑制剤を調整して
Okay.
薬はすぐに効いたのだが、その効果を確かめるための
I'm not buying this. Not buying this one bit.
新しい薬はすごいぞ。もう私は
I see. If that's the case, then why didn't you tell me anything? Me, Shizuru, Mr. Shikuju, we are all worried sick.
縦割り行政というやつだ。うまく横の連絡が取れていなかったらしくて、それを西九条さんが誤解して大騒ぎしてしまった。
Okay.
当の私は後日になってそんな誤解があったこと電話できなかったのはすまない。施設の
I'm really not buying this. Any of this.
使用が禁じられていた私も一日も
Sure.
早く帰ってきたかったの。
Uh-huh.
心配させて。
Oh, so that's why. Yeah, forget it. I don't care anymore. But why are you in your uniform?
学校に間に合うと思った。
Make it for school. Whatever. We managed to see each other as soon as we could. Lucia was finally able to suppress her poisonous body. That pained her so much. Not only that, but she was also able to take off those gloves, the symbol of her own solitude. She isn't late for anything, not a thing. School just finished. I know you just got here, but it's already time to go home.
そうなるな。
Do you have any plans after this?
一つだけある。それを小太郎が覚えてくれていると
Time for us to go on a date then.
覚えててくれて。
The Harvest Festival starts tomorrow. Let's hang out every day. Let's check out all the exhibits and make sure you have fun.
明日じゃなくて今日がいい。今日できる約束から始めたい。
Yeah, they 100% ordered her to do something on the Harvest Festival. That's why she doesn't want to wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow there will be nothing left. Well, that's fact. You wanna check it out today?
食べに
Yeah, a chuckle. Of course, there's no way I'd forget that promise. Let's go then. To the Perfect Cafe. It might be pretty crowded though.
小太郎となら並ぶのも楽しい。
They got spicy and sweet, big ones, small ones, anything you can imagine.
辛いのなんて小太郎も嫌だろ。二人で
Yeah, I want to as well. I offer her a hand to her. She smiles and reaches out and grabs my hand. Memories of our date at Kazamo, where she had when she and I held hands, flashed through my mind. Her hands without the gloves were warm and soft, her real uncovered hands. I will never let go of this hand. Never ever.
私たちはいい見せ物だ。
Yeah. What you're looking at? Come on, Lucia. Okay. I'm really worried.
成功した。連中は少なからず動揺しているらしい。
Okay. Okay, that's good.
官職では派手な一斉行動の自粛を検討し始めている模様だ。
The problem is the group with Lucia. It's a third party that no one knows what they're doing, really.
書くのたまには便利ね。
こっちの資料室に当時の備品台帳があった。君の予想通りだ。風祭り近郊のシェルターには
ビンゴね。
Yep.
今そのシェルターの詳細な資料データの暗号ファ支援回答ロックだとかで30分もかかるんですって。しかもおまけに警告音のやかましいことと。
冷凍睡眠装置は次世代人類プロジェクトの完遂には絶対不可欠だ。またルチアへの抑制剤投与の有無が不明なため、場合によっては彼女を安全に搬送するためにも重要になる。
Yeah, little they know she's already in public.
奴らに連れ去られる直前の検査ではルチアは抑制剤に対する免疫を獲得。奴らはきっと自前の抑制剤を投与するでしょうけど、
Oh, okay.
毒を抑えられないはず。もてあまして冷凍睡眠装置に閉じ込めてる可能性も高いわね。
Yeah.
最悪のケースだな。装置が作られて30年以上にわたって放置されてる。正常に稼働しない可能性だけでなく、
Like I said, like
にも疑問がある。
before, like, are we sure like it's going to work? Like it's old.
突入に際しては防毒装備が必要となるだろう。
ルチアちゃんが連れ去られてから少なくないに最後の検査結果通りに推移したなら、今の彼女はサンタブロシアの時と同じのか、それ以上に
This like Perfect Cafe is so going to die.
そのような事態になれば必ず発覚したはず。なのに今日まで潜伏できたということは細心の注意を払ってくれ。いずれにせよ
やめて。二度とうちの子にそういうことを言わないで。
すまない。 そう、もしもルチアを収めた冷凍睡眠装置が収穫祭会場のど真ん中に置かれていたら、
That's the problem, yeah.
ブレンダたちは収穫祭の観光客100万人を人質に国外逃亡の資金と安全の保障。
Members of the Next Generation Humanity Projects were deemed to have committed crimes against humanity, and most of them were sentenced to life imprisonment. The rest of Brenda cohorts are still on Guardian's Worldwide Wanted list.
連中はどこかでこの花ルチアが風祭り師にいることを知った。そして彼女を爆弾に仕立て上げて交渉の切り札にしようと思いついた。
That's so fucked up.
最悪だわ。地獄へ落ちればいい。どこまで罪のない子供たちを食い物。
Suddenly, a young agent in a suit bursts into patient's room. Wait, what? Agent. Oh. Okay. From his excited expression, I can tell that they succeeded in decrypting the file.
仕事の時間だわ。後で連絡する。
回答に成功。シェルターの所在と内部構造が分かりました。
制圧は可能。場所は？
無人の山中です。ヘリで15分。制圧は手間取るでしょうが。
籠城に有利。制圧にはガスがいりそうだ。
Okay, makes sense. Shizuru has been listening in bed this whole time, speaks up. She still needs to focus on rest and recuperation. Her condition has improved dramatically, and she seems to be quite restless. Good job, good idea. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, sure. I mean, they're dealing with Lucia, so of course they would be like prepared for stuff like this. Yeah, my bad. Let's use fire then.
防弾防毒の重装備で正面から銃撃戦に持ち込むほかないわ。出入り口は一つ
？2箇所。ただし容易に双方は制圧可能です。
袋のネズミにして。
ルチアちゃんという人質がいる。長期戦にはしたくないよね。直ちに襲撃する。銃器の使用を許可する。
了解。
私も行きたい。
バカ言ってないで。寝てね。
ルチアをお願い。
Yeah. More than you think. She's pretty much brainwashed at this point. Like, she's back to what she used to be.
あの子に強いた苦しみを絶対に忘れない。あの子、
みんな聞いて。風祭りのガーディアンがここを鍵。
How did you get this info though? How did you know this? Brenda voice reverberates through the wide, open space of the dimly lit shelter. It seems like the Illyr call was transmitted to her as well. Oh, okay. There are about 20 men before her. There are all sorts in the group. Some are pale, skinny, white researcher types in the lab coats. Others are blurry looking mercenaries, single-mindedly cleaning their guns.
ピックアップまで時間を稼げばいいわ。で、
問題ない。期待通りの時間を稼げるだろう。
ブレンダ、本当にうまくいくかな。
何を言ってるの？私たちは。
Had like delusion to me. Two beeps ring out as a mercenary leader walkie-talkie at the waist. The other researchers turn their heads in surprise, wondering what the sound was.
ミス・マクファーデン、お客人ご一行の到着だ。歓迎をかい。
Eddie Bramlick echoes through. Dust falls from those teal beams in the ceiling. Mercenaries start turning around. Meanwhile, the researchers gaze up into the dark ceiling, high above them, anxious. Brenda speaks up, as if everything is already over. Gazing into the distance, she smiles as she pats the contraption. The black coffin, the cryogenic sleep device. You're delusional. What's the point? Once again, you can go to your world. Like, what's the point? Like, really? Lucia, think. Like, what's the point of you going alone to, like, some kind of, like, fucked up destroyed world in the future? Like, really? You have Kotaro here and you can, like, clearly... you have means of, like, fighting off this, like, poisonous stuff that you have. Like, they can develop probably the new suppressants for you, so you can stay in hospital for a while. But, like, you know... Come on. It was pretty empty when I went with Chihaya and the others, but there's so many people now. The station was super packed too. It's like we're in a completely different city. I wonder if they lied to her. Like, I mean, they lied to her a lot, but like, I wonder if like they gave her suppressants of their own, and they lied to her, oh yeah, you are fine now, you can go. I wonder if like Lucia is going to realize now that, no, that's not the case. I wonder if like the tragedy will strike here, and she's going to wake up basically from this. The bullshit that is going on her. That's true. That weird feeling of how things aren't quite the same. It can be pretty exciting. The eve of the festival is already part of the festivities at this point. In other words, the Harvest Festival actually begins the day before the event itself. There's also a huge line by the Porfate place that I brought her and Chihaya to the hopes that they would make amends back then. We finally managed to get into the store and order, but it looks like we're going to have to wait quite a while. True, I'm just happy that we can talk with each other like this again. Should have been a while since we last came here, huh? The two of you had a spat after that though, right? I'd be more than happy to set something up again. When Lucia was absent, Chihaya was the most worried among the entire class. Blah. She was bothered that they were at odds with each other again because of everything that happened despite just having made up. I will arrange another giant parfait get together, invite Chihaya and Kotori and Shizuru too. And maybe we can go for the ultra giant parfait together next time. It will be like sharing a hot pot with everyone. Actually, that's a crazy idea. I think it's more like she was actively trying to show it to her stomach without tasting it. Yeah, that was spicy as hell. Yeah, Lucia's not aware of that. Oh yeah, she still doesn't know. Behind Lucia is the Wall of Fame, where her name is probably displayed on both the giant parfait and super spicy parfait challenges. Listed at the very top of the spicy parfait corner are names Konohana Lucia and Otori Chihaya, a record of the glorious achievement. Chihiya's lips are sure were swollen. Just thinking back on it makes my own lips start spoofing up. You sure are crazy over spicy food, huh? Oh, wait, she doesn't realize? Huh. Don't need to be modest now, you eat it all the time. Even our date at Kazama, I actually had them especially prepare extra spicy cooking for her. We even licked her lips as remark how delectable it was. I wanted to taste something similar, so I asked them to make my dishes just a fraction of her level of spice, but even that was pretty dang hot. That restaurant in Kazama was really good. It really lives up to its reputation. It was pretty spicy, but it wasn't just cheap, flavorless heat. And though I kept going for the water and rice, the taste was addicting. Maybe if I keep training myself like that, I could be like you. Lucia laughs, but her expression is a little clouded over as she's gazing downward. What's wrong? Is the food not to your tastes? Okay. Well, okay then. I'm at loss, as I don't know what's troubling her. I wonder if like she actually cannot like taste anything, you know, like at all. It's not just she's like good with spices, she just cannot taste anything. I mean, she sort of said like she's bad with spices and stuff, right? So she did the seasoning. I wonder if like Lucia really cannot like, you know, because like she's immune to her own poison, which is like insane. And she's basically immune to like all the spices and stuff. So she cannot even feel like, you know, a good taste of food. That sucks. Lucia noticed my unease and smiles to try and soothe my worry. Lucia suddenly brings something up out of blue. Did I do something bad that day, or end up hurting her? She noticed an apprehension in my expression and waves her hand as she speaks.
ゃない。
Really? Well, if you say so.
実はまだ話してないことがある。
After all this stuff about curses, secret societies, you name it, I've already heard it. Just about the one thing that will surprise me, as if you tell me you were actually born from the bamboo shot and have to go back to the moon or something.
それ面白いな。
Yeah, sorry I cut you off there. So what is it?
最初に誤解ないように私はあの日のデートすごい楽しかったし、食事もすごい美味しかった。
Okay.
お化粧や香水を褒められたのも嬉しかったし。
Okay. So you had fun basically.
私だって楽しく過ごしたかったから、楽しい雰囲気に水を差したくなくて。
But what?
私にとってあまり楽しい話じゃなかったから。
Okay.
内緒にしても小太郎にだけは話しておきたい。
Okay. So tell me. Is that something serious?
そんなに深刻じゃない。私にとってはもう随分長いから当たり前のことだし。
Okay. The guy still casts down, Lisa smirks at herself, she chokes on her words for a while and then continues.
私は
Yeah, okay.
味がわからないんだ。
Yeah, so I was right. So she can't even taste food, so she doesn't know if this is spicy, if this is good or not. She just assumes everything is good. You don't have a sense of taste?
そのままの意味だ。私は相当昔から物を食べても。
That suck. Huh? So when you do eat...
歯ごたえとか喉越しとか盛り付けとか可愛らしさとか、
Okay.
そういうものは楽しんでいる。でも
Another taste, huh?
甘いとか辛いとかそういうものは全くわからない。
That suck. This is really like... Goddamn. So then, when you said you liked spicy food...
別に私は辛いものが好きでも嫌いでもないぞ。
Yeah, pretty much.
食べてもわからないのだ。
Yeah, makes sense. On the other hand, if she doesn't know how it feels, like, to have, like, taste of food, then she wouldn't miss it, really, right? Because she doesn't know how it is.
それに私は
To some degree, right?
辛いメニューを頼んでいただろうか。小太郎とはパフェとか学食のメニューとか普通のものを食べた記憶。
Yeah, about that. My bad, sorry. Yeah. Kataro, maybe it's time to drop some bombshells as well with the truth. Lucia doesn't eat spicy food because she likes it, not at all. It's because she can't taste anything.
誤解しないでほしい。でもだからこそ私は食事を味以外で楽しむことに人一倍たけることがで。
She repeatedly insists that she doesn't find eating uninteresting. Rather, she knows that people would put off if they found out that she couldn't taste anything, so she keeps silent about
も
it.
ちろん幼い頃は味覚も普通だった。
Okay, so you do have memories of this, okay.
記憶は持ってる。
Well, then this sucks actually, more than I thought, because you lost something you had, and this is way worse.
だから私は物を食べるとき、
Yeah,
それ
God
がどん
damn
な
it.
味かを想像するようにして、すると不思議なもので、実際にその味を感じているような気分になれるんだ。例えばパフェがそうだ。甘くて美味しいことはよく覚えてる。そして盛り付けが立派なら、それはさらに美味しいだ。
So because the super spicy perfect at least look cute and pretty, she can just think to herself that it's sweet and delicious and she can eat it without issue. What if I had her eat a mild and sweet curry while talking to her about super spicy curry? Wouldn't she associate that with the memories of eating something spicy and react as if she were eating something spicy? Wow, Kotaro is already cooking. Either way, I had the wrong idea from the very beginning.
大鳥さんと食べたあの日の実際私にはそう感じられた。
Yeah.
だからぜひもう一度このお店に来たかったんだ。
The giant parfait that she believed to be sweet and delicious is in fact a super spicy parfait that was made because of a misunderstanding. What she ate was pretty much inedible, but I would be ruining the mood if I said that right now. To Lucia, that terrible parfait is one of her fondest memories. Even if she can't taste anything, she will just tell me that parfait was the most delicious thing to her. Sure, that was something that she came up with herself, but all I can do is bite my lip and look down.
ついでだからもっと白状する。味覚がダメなんで。
Oh!
ダメなんだ。
Oh, that's new. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's also fucked up.
だから風間の時、小太郎がお化粧
Damn!
時も私には自分がどんな匂いの香水
Wow.
実は
Okay. That's actually goddamn sad.
鼻の効かない私じゃ
Yeah, okay.
匂いになってしまうかもしれないから。だから褒められて嬉しかった反面
So, I mean, the sense of taste is tied to the sense of smell. But how come? You were normal before, right? Is it some kind of sickness?
抑制剤の副作用だ。これでもだいぶマシになった。昔は視覚も白黒テレビみたいだったし。
Damn, okay.
風を感じるのも曖昧だった。
Jesus.
痛覚も曖昧で、怪我に気づかないことさえある。
In other words, there's another curse on her body. It's thanks to her cursed body. The one that is only allowed to live in this world 1,000 years in the future. Just how many other hardships that I still don't know of have been forced onto the body of hers. For as long as she can remember, she was already roped into some crazy project. After that, she was flooded with nihilistic propaganda that the earth was going to be destroyed and forced into agreeing to let her body be cursed without any free will. The words 1,000 years from now is still in 1,000 years. That isn't the sort of effort we should put into preventing the Earth's destruction thousands years into the future. We should start with individual efforts, building up to a larger scale, right? Why should we force that sort of the gargantuan responsibility on a few young children? That must suck, having those sorts of side effects. I really want Lucy to get angry. I want her to be resentful towards those in the next generation of humanity project who screw up her life. Yeah, me too. But they kinda brainwashed her already, so yeah, kinda hard to do this. I mean, this is like rewrite on the key game, okay, so they will fix that, but yeah. But she doesn't get mad. Maybe she can get mad.
普通の人とは違う体に悩んだ日もあった。しかしそれは1000年後に文明を伝える重大な任務。
God damn it, stop about this. No, you don't have to.
今でもその任務。
Lucia.
私はこうして小太郎と過ごした楽しい思い出、人の営みや賑やかさ。そしてそれはとても大切な重要な。
No. So she declared proudly. Her eyes are just ever so slightly clouded with resignation. That's right. If venting her rage and anger at the project would bring her body back, then she would have howled and raged as much as she needed. But her body won't turn back. She had no choice but to accept the irreversible fate given to her. That's why, even though she talks so proudly about it, she can't help but to feel a tingle of sadness.
自分に与えられ、もしその任務が奪われたなら。
God damn it. That's not true. Everyone existence has value. Even if you don't have that now, you can create it as time goes by. Value isn't just given, it's created. Isn't that right?
ただいるだけで花を枯らせ。私は確かに歩く放射性物質だと思う。
That's what they told her via the microphone, yeah.
危険極まりない存在だ。
Walking pile of radioactive waste. Lucia would never say those words herself. Yeah, exactly. Which means that someone else. Who said that nonsense to you?
いいんだ。ひどいとは思う。プルトニウムだって叱るべき扱いを受ければ生活を豊かにすることができるんだ。
I guess that's true.
例えだと思う。私のそれが誰にも迷惑をかけず。だから私は普通の人間とは異なってて当然だと。
Oh my god, what do you mean place where you can be used to everyone? You will be used to no one. When you are in cryopod and just like in the future 1,000 years, there will be no one to be used for.
味覚や嗅覚がなくてもそれを悲しいとは。もし私から私にしか私は本当の意味で
Don't call yourself radioactive waste. Besides,
いやそう私
Lucia cuts the conversation short. She clearly wants to drop the topic. I realize that I'm getting too emotional as well, so I fall silent.
それより私が手袋を取れたことを新しい抑制剤のおかげなんだ。今度の薬はすごい。私の味覚や嗅覚が戻り始めたんだ。
Yeah, that's the issue. Suppressants does not work. That's why your taste and smell probably going back. Really? That's great to hear. Normally that would definitely be cause for celebration. This means that she's been able to truly experience eating perfect. It just feels like we are ignoring something much more important. Yeah. I do feel bad, but I just can't find it in me to truly rejoice with her. Our order sure is taking this time.
混んでいるからな。
Okay, yeah. Okay, I can see where this is going. They already feel sick or bad and laying on the ground or something. That's why the order is not coming and the crowd of people is there because they're looking what's happening. God damn it. Yep. What's wrong? Lucia casts her head down. Her breathing grows rough and pained. She seems to be exhausted. In fact, she's been that way since earlier. I thought it only looked that way because we were talking about something serious. Are you okay? You look really pale.
ごめん、小太郎。
It does? Interesting. Alright, let's step out then. No big deal. I can have them next time to come. Interesting. Even though her sense of taste is finally back, we leave the store without partaking in the parfaits. I decide to bring her home. On the way back though, she asks to rest at the park. Guess that's how badly she's doing. Okay, and now the grass is going to start dying or something. I help her recline down onto the bench. Her forehead is already covered in beds of sweat. Okay, so they said that the life force, life energy from Earth is poisonous to her, right? And she can survive basically only in poison at this point. So I don't know. Anyway, let's just read. I don't know why she feels so bad. Like, she's immune to her own poison, so even if she, like, emanate enough to, like, poison this whole, like, parfait cafe, then she'd be fine. Especially when Kotaro is fine as well. Even though we're just short distance from the house, she doesn't even have the stamina to make it back. You look terrible. Should I call the ambulance?
大丈夫だから少しだけ
There were a lot of people back there, huh? The congested air from everyone around must have done you in.
そうかもしれん。嗅覚が急に戻ったから人間の匂いにでも
Okay.
小太郎の匂いは好きだ。今日
This is so sudden.
なのに初めてじゃない気が
Don't force yourself to keep talking. Just lie down and take it easy.
だから小太郎が隣にいてくれれば私はそれで
Okay. Good idea. Being here in the park is bad once in a while.
体調は悪いけどなんだか世界が私はこれまで味覚と嗅覚だけがダメになってると思ってたけど、だから
Huh.
ちょっと今は辛いけど
Yeah, the side effect is that your condition is worse and worse with every second. Because the suppressants are shit. I see, that's good to know. When you feel better, maybe we can go bicycling together in the nature park.
良い提案だな
Misa gazes into the distance, perhaps imagining what it would be like. A cool breeze blows past us, making her long black hair flutter in the wind. Both her eyes are closed, her thoughts are focused on the beautiful greenery in the park. She seems a little more composed compared to when we were in the parfait shop. I decide to stay together with her until her condition stabilizes.
でも
Based on some random simulation in the 1,000 years, yeah, sure. Lucia? There has to be something more important. So many things we can discuss at length. She's too terrible a shape to force that. She gazes at the scenery with a look of acceptance, as if she feels sorry that she will never be able to see this again. The way Lucia looks, it's as if she'll be leaving this world in a minute now. Anxiety grips my heart. Yeah, that's like her last day basically before she goes to cryosleep. That's what she thinks. In the parfait shop, I said that I'd barely be surprised if Lucia said she were actually born from the bamboo shot and now has to go back to the moon. Feels like it's a joke. It's about to turn into reality. It's terrifying. On the park bench, Lucia gazes longingly upon the greenery, rounding the arrival of autumn. Sharing the bench sits I, silent with my gaze cast down as I quiver at the fear of a sad fate about to visit us. No way in hell we're letting that happen. God damn it! Screw that! Then I'll be the one to save humanity. I wash and flatten them first before sorting. If you still insist that the era coming to an end, I will stick with you even 1,000 years into the future. Yeah, okay. That was the theory from a while ago when I said like, when there were no crazy scientists yet, and there was just Guardians, I thought like we're going to leave the city together and get cryopods to the future, I guess, but I don't want that anymore. Now when we see like what this indicates really. Okay, and the attack on the shoulder is happening. Explosives blow a hole through the duct, creating a new opening. Shikuju agents armed to the teeth charge in one after another. Random mercenaries put up a strong line of resistance. However, this side already has a complete grasp of the shelter internal structure. By knocking open holes in the walls' weak points, they circumvent the mercenaries, surround them, and gain control of the area. Okay. Yeah, Guardians are experts on this. The Shikuju forces use the combination of the armor-piercing rounds, claymores, and mines to rout the defensive line of the Brenda mercenaries, which had pinned them down earlier. However, the battle-hardened mercenaries show no sign of surrendering. Okay. Like combatant, they mean the ability user. They just said the... Noryoksha, yeah, like user, like ability user. Suddenly, there's an explosion 10 meters ahead, filling the corridor with white smoke. Mercenaries unleash a hail of bullets towards the direction of smoke. Where's the enemy? Along the right side of the wall, or the left, or the crawling? Some of bullets impossible to dodge rages through the clouds of white. Yeah, they don't have to go in, they just wait for it to waste bullets. Enemy breaks through the smoke screen, however they don't fall within the mercenary's line of sight. It's because she's completely betrayed their expectations of where she's coming from. Okay. Oh, this is Shizuru actually. For Shizuru, breaking through the opponent's 100 meters range of fire was an objective in itself. Running across the floor is just a means to the end. In the other words, the floor, walls, and even the ceiling are all equally valid options. Damn. She runs along every surface in spiral, evading the volley of blade. Jesus, Chizuru is so fucking cool. So badass. Her blonde hair traces a path in the air, creating a spiral of gold. It only takes Chizuru 10 seconds to reach her enemies in 10 meters away. It takes 5 mercenaries 3 seconds to unload their 30-round magazines filled with 9mm parabellum, and another 3 seconds to change the magazines. In other words, they can unleash at most 30 rounds, times 5 people, times 2 magazines, up to 300 rounds of 9mm bullets to intercept Chizuru. But for Chizuru, who sensitized a stimulant to boost her brain perception of time, as she can do this? Holy shit, okay. Okay, she can do all sorts of stuff. Okay. I know her ability is good, but goddamn, this is so good. as well to heighten her central nervous system to the limit. Even rain is nothing more than scattered droplets hanging in the air for her to count one by one. Assuming a typical rainstorm has average of 1000 raindrops per square meter, and to Shizuru this rain of 300 or so bullets, yeah, that's actually fucking insane. This is actually so awesome. I love Shizuru so much. Holy shit. That's so badass. Such a convenient power, outside of like wiping memory by accident. The golden spiral traced by her blonde hair swallows them whole. Shizuru grips a high carbon steel combat knife. In her hands, it becomes a weapon that can pierce through even Duralumin shields. What the fuck is Duralumin? Right, as the golden spiral passes, each of the mercenaries then slowly fall to the ground one by one. Also, like, Shizuru have probably like the best Guardian outfit. I don't know, like her like outfit, like combat outfit is just the best. Like, Jesus, this is so good. Oh. Oh, she didn't knew about this. Okay, I thought like they actually let her go here, but apparently not. Okay. Shizuru ignores Nishikuju uproars and grabs one of the mercenaries, all of which are still alive by their color. Also, Shizuru's body is weakened by the poison, and if you think about this, inside of this bunker is full of Lucia's poison as well. Like, if she goes to the wrong room, she may collapse instantly, actually. This is very dangerous.
ルチアはどこ？最下層。
あの娘か。研究者どもが最下層で、いろいろと何かやってたらしいが、ミス・マクファーデンに聞くという。俺たちはた。
分かった。もういい。
Shizuru breathes out the mercenary and he immediately loses consciousness. Wow. What she breathed on him is a powerful anesthetic gas created by her internal synthesizer. He's so fucking insane. I just love how much of like combat possibilities Shizuru has. Like this, like holy crap. Like I thought like Kotaro in his full capacity, which was like during Chihaya Road, was like creative as hell in his like fighting, but Shizuru just takes the cake. Like the variety of things that she can do is just insane.
しずるより全員ルチアは最下層の模様確保は慎重に一味が交戦するなら攻略者を許可しずるちゃん
Wow.
第7層そしては降伏森田最高層カメラにブレンダー・マクファーデンを発見降伏していますブレンダー一味は
Interesting. I mean, yeah, Lucia is not here and they probably want to protect the cryo pod, so they just surrender so it's not get destroyed. Yeah. Shizuru and the company breached the lowest level. The area looks like the whole of the giant arc. The dimly lit, gloomy space extends all the way up to the high ceiling. With Shizuru at the helm, the agents descend the spiral staircase step by precarious step. Brenda, the researchers, and the mercenaries have their hands behind their heads, while their weapons are placed in a corner, a sign of submission. Going with rules for us? You traitor?
それを行使するかどうかはガーディアンジャパンが決める。ルチアはどこ？
ここにはいないわ。
冷凍睡眠装置を確保。しかし蓋は開いている。ルチアの姿。
Okay.
ルチアはどこだ？
彼女のあるべき世界へ旅立ったわ。
God damn it, I hate this. Yeah, Brenda Smirks responded with a cryptic reply. Yeah, they totally like faked her with the suppressants. Even with her provocation, Shizuru maintains her expression. However, she quickly sidesteps behind Brenda, kicking her in the knee before yanking her up by the collar. Damn! Let's go, Shizuru. When Shizuru has someone important to protect, her temper flares up. I love this version of Shizuru, holy crap. This manifests so silently that it could even be mistaken for the cold-heartedness. Shizuru is so far like the best character in like terms of like being cool as hell, you know? Like she's like the coolest character here. She's just not fucking around.
我々は彼女を拘束なんてしてないわ。どこへ行ったかなんて私。
ブレンダ、お前は脳に直接作用させる無慈悲な実験装置で子供、そしてルチアはお前から痛覚を無視することを学ばされたと言っていた。ならば、それを学ばせたお前自身にそれがかかる。
Yeah! Oh my god! Unhinged Shizuru!
拷問？
私は体内工場で人体を司る劇物を数百から生み出せる。
Damn!
お前の脳に干渉して人類がおよそ体験できるすべての苦痛をお前の研究では人は苦痛の情報だけで死ねるそうだな。
Damn!
お前も数百
Jesus!
利用の泉での我が身を茹でられる脳内体験。
Holy fuck!
しずる、やめなさい。
こいつはルチアで何かを企んでる。知ってルチアはこいつらの狂った妄想に付き合わされ何もかも失わされたんだ。
Do this! Make her feel pain! Come on, Shizuru! Don't stop her!
私だって許さない。
次世代人類プロジェクトが来る。それを決めるのは旧人類のあなたじゃないわ。生命の世代交代。私たちはね、ついに神に勝利。あなたに分からなくてもいい。
どうか私にこいつは許せない。
待ちなさい。これは命令。それも私じゃない。総本部からよ。
どういうこと？
たった今東京司令部経由で命令が来たわ。総本部の人道に背く罪を裁く委員会が全容究明のためブレンダたちの身柄を総本部へ送還するよう。
I don't give a fuck. She's still going to be alive. We just torture her a little bit.
そいつらに傷一つつけずに直ちに引き渡せって言ってるの。
They will not be scratched. They will be just mentally broken.
身柄引き受けのための死者がすでに専用機で日本に向かってる。命令。その女はなぜか総本部に保護されてるのよ。
Yeah.
そんな
ってこと。ブレンダ、
我らこの身を捧げ。
This is so fucked up. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. I heard the phone ringing, but it's not my ringtone. It goes ding-a-ling like an old telephone. Whose phone is it? I realize it's a public payphone. Huh? So you can actually call payphones too? What do you know? Mr. slowly gets off the bench. Yeah, okay. Their expression is pained, as if it was earlier, but for some reason she has a refreshed smile. The payphone still ringing. Lucia speaks. What? I love you too. Then I'll be here for you for as long as you live. Yeah? God fucking damn it. What do you mean by that? Something I must said have hurt her. I can tell, but I don't know what it is. Hey, Lucia, wait. With a wistful smile, she enters the still ringing phone booth. It's as if the day for her to return to the moon has come. But why? She's just going into the booth. Lucia. She answers the phone, and as if the call really is meant for her.
我らこの身を捧げ盾となり槍とならん神の子ルチアですね。
I hate this so
その
much.
時がやってまいりました。偽りの預言者に惑わされた子らにより鍵の封印が解かれようとしています。
Uh-huh. Sure.
見つかいに語りかけるなど愚かなことです。この度の鍵による再創生は 全人類と全地球に及ぶでしょう。
Uh-huh.
しかしながら、人類は未だ若い。惑わされた子らにより、見つかいが判断。
審判は父がお決めになる。
あなたは人類の来たるべき未来の闇を払う。
光栄です。
I'm so done with like this whole bullshit here.
あなたに祝福。
Ah.
聖ルチア。聖。
我ら
She slowly rests the phone on its receiver. Meanwhile, Kotaro stares blankly at Lucia from outside the phone booth. Lucia, who was that just now?
一緒に来てほしい。
Okay.
すぐ近くだ。
Wait, hey, Lucia. Even though her face is sweating bullets, and she's clearly in pain, she starts walking towards the destination at brisk pace. Lucia enters a grove of trees deep inside the park, following a narrow path leading somewhere. Oh, the soundtrack with the lyrics. I almost didn't hear this, because I can't hear very well. Suddenly she grasps at her chest. She's bent forward, breathing roughly. Stop it, let's just go back home, need to rest.
その丘の
Past the hill? Wait, whoa. Oh, the sunflowers. Oh. Even though it's already November, before my eyes stretches a field of sunflowers strangely in the full bloom. But how? There's so many there at this time of year.
しいだろう。外国で
Oh, okay.
日本の一般的なひまわりと違って涼しくなってから咲く。
Okay. Really? These are pretty weird, alright? It was in Sandbosia that I first encountered the field of sunflowers. I still remember the strange feeling I had, seeing the other children running through the field as they played. All the suffering I endured from the project would have been part of my important duty. Just by that, the children playing in the sunflower fields all looked so much more dazzling than my own self. And those sunflowers also first taught me that me touching them would cause them to wither. That's why from now on, I've always been frightened of sunflowers.
枯れたら枯れるかもって思ってずっと遠くから眺めて今日やっとここまで来られた。
Okay. That's enough already, right? Even if you touch those sunflowers, they aren't going to just wilt.
どう
Touch them and see. They're so gonna to wilt. Right? Like, the suppressants are not working. Like, we know this. Gingerly, she grabs her hold on the thick stalk on one of the sunflowers blooming long out of the season. It can't possibly wilt. Of course it won't. See, it's fine, right?
大丈夫だ。
Wait. You can actually touch them? Wait, what? I'm confused. It sure is. That's how sunflower stocks are.
痛いよ、頬ずりして。
You're not cursed to make flowers wither anymore. These sunflowers aren't going to die. This time all the sunflowers here are giving you their blessing.
祝福でも
Huh? Oh. The sunflower that was just touching slowly, ever so slowly wilts. Okay, so it does. Okay, never mind then. It's like a friendly cat, slowly curling towards Lucia's neck and whining with her. Yeah, okay. Oh god damn it, this is sad. Ooh, I get chills from this. And it slowly turns a shade of black. But why? How, again? No way, it's got to be coincidence. Just one flower, it just happens to be weak, so it wilted, that's all. Kotaro, you're like way too, like, naive. She just told you about some suppressants and stuff, and you're just like, yeah, everything's fine. Not even like second questioning anything. What the hell happened? Just a slight bruise already caused that to happen? Can't you see Lucia's right here? Quit screwing with her, you. The sunflower falls to Lucia's feet. I tried to get it to stand back up, but its stalk had previously stood tall is now withered and dead. Like it was all just an illusion. Ooh. Oh my god. This really gives me chills. Don't, please. This isn't a joke, Lucia, so please stop. Slowly, the tops of the sunflowers around Lucia drops one by one. Each of them turns black. The dark stain spreads across each one big, beautiful, vivid yellow flowers. One by one, they wilt, wither, turn back, and crumble into nothing. It's as if the yellow flowers themselves are escaping from Lucia. Oh. In the middle of the nightmarish field of black, rotting sunflowers, Lucia stands. She turns around to me with a smile on her face. The blackness continues to emanate from her. After swallowing the field of sunflowers, it expands further, envelopes the trees of the forest, even the little birds flying in the sky. Holy fuck, they turned her literally into the nuke. The black spreads, her nightmare consumes all. The wind carries her tears. Finally the world of black devours even my consciousness. Everything before my eyes suddenly turns black. Dark, and I collapse, like a marionette with its string cuts. I've already fallen to the ground, just like some toy. I can't even reach my hand out to Lucia, as she slowly walks away from the blackened field of sunflowers. Wow, it's so potent that even overwhelmed Kotaro, holy shit. Yo, Kotaro, time to rewrite yourself some more, you know? I hear the sound of wind. It's faint and distant and also sad. Or perhaps the sound of waves. Suddenly I realize it's the sound of blood as it pumps through my body. Still groggy, I try to remember how to get my circulation going. Yo, this is like insane. What was I doing? Fuck. How this will end? Like, we cannot like turn Lucia back. So, what the hell are we going to do? It's like our only like choice really is to go with this like fucked up project and just wake up in the future and you don't even know if like the future is going to be actually bad. Like they simulated this, but who the fuck knows? Also, you might disappear because like Key is going to destroy everyone, so whatever. I don't know. I don't think like the nuke bunkers they had in 70s are like anti-Aurora Key resistant, you know? Like the shelter in the Shizuru Road. Why was I on the ground? Didn't I make my body into one that could handle Lucia's poison? I know Lucia gave off some super poisonous looking fumes. It looked much more toxic than when she left a mark on my arm, but still it was Lucia's poison. I can't handle it now? Let me make Lucia sad again? What the hell are you doing, Kotaro? I can't just lie on my ass here. Yeah. Come on, yeah, rewrite more. I will step on accelerator. I will floor it as hard as I can. Okay, how much it's going to be? I will stomp down all the way as far as it go. The core within my body is set alright. Burning bright and hot. It's as if the pitch black poison permeating through my body is being burned away into nothing. I managed to overcome the poison yet again. I finally reached Lucia's realm, where this level of poison is the norm. Okay. It was on like, say... Oh, just one? Huh. I expected more. Okay. He was on like 4, now he's on 5. Oh, hi Chihaya. Why you are fine here? Like, what? Why you're fine? What is happening? Everything's spinning. A sickening sensation assaults me. Like the feeling of having slept way too much, but 100 times more worse. My vision is spinning and my head feels incredibly noosed. All I can do for a while is just roll about with my head in arms. Chihaya? I finally downs on me. I know this girl. Just how exactly do I look well over here? Then logical target, your friendly neighborhood busybody who was above average in the looks department. Damn it, quit messing around like my head. Eventually my newsiness subsides. I realize that I've been laid down on the bench park. When I look down, I see my once white uniform now has splooshed of purple dotted all over it. On my head, it's a moist handkerchief. Seems like Chihaya was looking after me. Forget about me. What are you doing here? I can sense there's something deeper going on here. Chihaya's superhuman strength isn't normal, that's for sure. Yep. Is she also one of the superhumans? Well, whatever. I will have to ask about later. Thanks for helping me out. What time is it now? Looks like it's in the middle of the night. It's quiet. It's not absolutely silent. I can hear the din of helicopter far from away. But that's all I can hear. Even though it's late at night, there should be cars racing around or bustle of nightlife. There isn't any sound of that. What the heck? What time is it now?
深夜4時くらいです。この公園、以前あなたらと一緒にこの花さんの家にお見舞いに行って追い返されたことがあって。
That was a long time ago. That was not recent.
ほら、そこのブランコで話をした。
So this is the park. Okay, so she's just like, yeah, remember this? Like, and gave us some general idea of like when we were here. This is where we took a break, just before going to the field of sunflowers. And then the phone on the booth starts ringing. Lucia picked up receiver and talked with someone. Lucia, where's Lucia?
入院先の病院がうまく避難してくれてるといいんですけどね。
Chihaya doesn't know that Lucia already left the hospital. She couldn't know. Seriously, what is this creepy silence? It's like we're in another world. The city should hardly be unfamiliar, even during the wee hours. But there's clearly something off here. Finally my eyes grow accustomed to the darkness. It's only then that I realize how the world before me is completely different. 1, 2, 3... There's so many bodies. God damn. Countless more are sprawled around me. Yeah. Could they be the kids who were playing in the park earlier? Oh my god, yeah. Lucia's psyche is so fucked up right now. 100%. I bet they were just running around and playing, and then they slowly fell to the ground one by one. The kids trip and fall all the time. Anyone would assume that they would go back to their feet and start running again. Except none of them ever did. All those kids who were playing in the park, they became ragdolls on the ground, never to get back up again. Looking all around me, I can see that it's not just the park either. Also, if you think about this, like, Lucia is one of the reasons, like, Lucia's been created by, like, someone else, basically, right? She's, like, artificially created, like, walking nuke, or, like, nuclear, like, waste, like they say, right? Like they call her. Like, yeah, that's fucked up. But in a sense, like, she's one of the reasons why Key decided that she should eliminate the humanity, basically. Like, these guys just created a person that can just destroy the world itself. So why would Key just be like, oh yeah, it's fine, you're like, you can keep living? Like, Guardians just fucked up themselves. At least like this, like, one particular branch of Guardians. On the streets, I can see corpses of passerby thrown about. Here and there are cars that have crashed into other. It's a horrifying scene. The drivers let go of the wheel with no warning, leaving the cars to drive forward until they crash into something. After seeing my surroundings, I realized that this must be happening through the entire city. That's why there's an off-putting smell of something burning lingering in the air. What is all this? I don't know, but I will leave this for the next episode, actually. I feel like we're close to the end, but yeah. Let's see how the situation is in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next one. Hit that like button if you liked the episode. Subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch is going out.